How you doing? Yeah, you're able to find us? Yeah, we moved locations from where we were last, and then we had a little bit of a lull where we were not open about 2 months because we were building up stock and whatnot. We ran some issues in the old place. Yeah, you were keeping up with us on Facebook. Yeah, it's and then we found this location, which is a bit bigger, and we have a little bit more space, and we changed our priorities a little bit. We're gonna try to go more older, retro type stuff, and we'll still hold some new stuff, but we're not gonna go nuts trying to pick up new stuff. But yeah, that's the story there. Is there anything you're looking for in particular, or just browsing a little bit? You just got one of those little Hyperkins that plays the Retrons that play Nintendo games. Yeah, they're a good thing to get. They're cheap, like 20. Well, those original ones are like $20. It's much cheaper than an original Nintendo, and it's more reliable. Even though I think they're made a little. That first one's a little fragile. You know, you got to be careful getting the games out of there. It's too bad it doesn't have an eject button. But yeah, you got one of those, and you're looking for some games to play it on. Yeah, you weren't born yet when Nintendo was in its heyday, and you want to check out some of that older stuff. Yeah, that's awesome because I grew up. Nintendo was really my first system. I played a little bit of Atari 7800, but Nintendo was the first one I really put the time into, and a lot of fond memories from it. And it's cool to see people who are even under 30, I suppose. Really want to play the older stuff. It's cool to see people want to play the older stuff. Alright, so you're looking for, some of the games that you've watched videos and stuff and you have played on and off, but you really want to get into it. Okay. Anything in particular or just anything? I can recommend some stuff. Alright, yeah. Well, you know about those. So we do have, let me just make sure real quick. Yeah, all right. We do have a few of these in stock. I just wanted to make sure. We have Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3. Fortunately, we don't have one right now. It is surprising it is. You'd think it would be the most common, but we've been having trouble getting a hold of it. We go through many different channels to get our stuff, through trade-in, through buying in bulk, even garage sales and whatnot, whatever we can. But yeah, this Super Mario Bros. 2 has the manual. Have you ever played any of these? No, the first one you played was 64. Mario 64, excellent game for sure. I remember my memories of that game. I was blown away by that game when it came out. Just seeing it in 3D like that blew my mind at the time. But yeah, I definitely, you've heard of them. Obviously, you've seen video on them. They play excellent. These are phenomenal games. Like, you cannot go wrong with these Mario games on the N64. I'm sorry, the NES. Long day. Like I said, we've been acclimating to our new digs and whatnot. Been a lot of stocking and putting stuff in the computer and stuff like that. That's why I need to make sure we have these in stock, because these will sell out fairly quickly. But yeah, these are fairly cheap too. We go a little below like eBay rates and then some of the other retro stores. So if you want these, I can give you the 2 of them for $25. Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. All right, let me just put these over here for now. So like you said, anything except you don't like any kind of racing stuff. All right. Okay. Let me see what we got here. Here's a good puzzle game you might be interested in. It's The Adventures of Lolo. Never heard of this one. Yeah, it's a cool little game. You use a little Lolo here. You gotta rescue your other Lolo, the female Lolo, whatever species these things are. But it's a really cool puzzle game. There's good strategy involved. You have to figure out how to deal with certain enemies, what routes you want to take, avoid being hit and whatnot. It's really cool. This one is $8. All right. Yeah, right. Why not grab a bunch while you can and really dive right? I mean, I like to do that too when I'm into a new system, regardless if it's a newer one like an Xbox One or I'm going back to even some of the older ones I no longer have. I like to just jump right in and get a bunch. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else here. Okay. We got Tetris here. I'm sure you've heard of this. Yeah, you play it on the phone. Well, this is the original one. It wasn't released originally on the Nintendo. It came to the Nintendo a few years after it originally came out. It's a classic. Still holds up. Incredible puzzle action. It's you love it. Yeah. Well, this is the original, and it's a little different than the phone. The phone's a little more modern and whatnot, but definitely worth it. And it's only $3. So you want this one too? Excellent. All right. You want any more of those? I know I can pile them up. One more recommendation. Let me ask you, are you a fan of, what about something like Dr. Mario? Nah, you saw your friends play that one? Didn't seem like something that would interest you. Alright, let me ask something else. Are you a fan of the Jurassic Park movies? The first one's one of your favorite. You remember that one when you were real young? Well, let me just move these around. This is the Jurassic Park game. Came out, it was a late Nintendo game. It came out like right after the movie did. Nintendo was putting out games for any movie. I mean, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, RoboCop, Friday the 13th. Like almost any movie that came out back in the 80s, early 90s came out on the Nintendo. It was crazy. This is actually pretty good. I guess you want to call it a movie. It is a movie-based game, but it's different than now, where like the games pretty much just mimic the movie, and most of them aren't that good. This is actually a pretty solid game. You play as Alan Grant. You got to collect eggs to, they get key cards to get to different things. You got to fight a T-Rex at a few points. There's a river level. There's also like, there's like you got to save the two kids from the movie, Lex and Tim. And Tim, you got to watch about getting stampeded by Triceratops and stuff. It's a cool game, and it's like this is only $4, so it's cheap, and it's certainly worth it. Sorry, I've been very fidgety today. So you want this one? All right, perfect. All right, so that's all for the NES games. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Nintendo's got a shit ton of games, and we'll be getting more in, so that's always a plus. Like I said, we take in trades. We have people go out hit G sales and everything like that. So any way we can get them. But yeah, is there anything else you're interested in? I've been looking for an original Xbox. Yeah, surprisingly, as crazy as it sounds, they're hard to come by. And since the weight of them is so heavy, if you want to get one on eBay, you're paying like $60-$70 just because the shipping is so much. The system itself isn't that valuable, but the shipping is such a pain because the thing weighs like 12 pounds. Very built like a tank, but a hell of a system. I enjoyed it. Microsoft really did well on that first home console for sure. But you've been looking for one, well, like you're in the perfect place because we actually got this one in 2 days ago. We found it. Somebody was having an estate sale. We picked it up. But it's, here it is. Even in the box, it does not have these games that came with it, for sure. But it has a controller, and it has all the original cables, an original controller. Not the big one that it came with. I think they called it the Duke. This is the controller S. Yeah, you remember, yeah, that one. But, yeah, it's cool. It's in the box. We'll give you the box if you want it. We also giving out 2 games with it if you buy it. We want two of a certain selection of games will come with it, and it's it's only $25. Like I said, the system's not worth that much, but the shipping's a problem. It's a great system, but the weight really caused issues. But if you find it in the wild or something, you're always getting it for a lot cheaper because people don't, people can't sell these things for 25 on the internet. You're not going to make any money because the shipping's going to, with free shipping, I should say, because shipping's going to take all your money away. But does this interest you? Absolutely. Okay. All right. Well, the choice of selections here, I don't know if you can really see them. You get two of these ones here. That's what we have them back here. 007, Everything or Nothing. Blitz the League. Blood Wake. Dead to Rights. ESPN NFL 2K5, my personal favorite football game. Fable, a classic. Halo 2, another one. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. Tetris Worlds. Excuse me. And The Godfather. Any one of these two that you would like. You played Prince of Persia, you played Halo 2, obviously, okay? Not into the football games. Alright. Well, you want me to recommend some? Well, if it was me myself, I would probably go with a few, Everything or Nothing, Dead to Rights, and Fable would probably be the three. You played Fables 2 and 3, yeah. I mean, the first one is the same thing, it set the standard for those games. I know those games get a little maligned because, Peter Molyneux, beefed them up so much and whatnot. No, yeah. I wish we can get a hold of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. It's extremely expensive now. Who'd have thought, it's a great game, building your own Jurassic Park, but, it became a rare game. Now it's like $60, $70, so it's hard to come by. And not too many people bought it. Let me just... Yeah, we should be getting more games, actually, on the 25th of the month, big shipment. But yeah, I mean, if I had to say, yeah, alright, sure. Definitely go Fable. It is complete, it's got the manual in there. Disc is in pretty solid shape. If you have any issue with it, just bring it back. Alright, so you want me to recommend the next one for sure and pretty much pick it out. Well, you know what? I love the 007 Everything or Nothing, but if I had to go with a game, it would be Dead to Rights. This game is phenomenal. I mean, when I first got this game, it blew me away, man. There's so much action. I mean, you're playing as Jack Slate, you got your dog Shadow. It's similar to Max Payne. It definitely ripped off stuff from Max Payne for sure. Let's not pretend it didn't. You like the Max Payne games? Well, this is like that, except it's the phrase, it's balls to the wall. Enemies are constantly coming at you. You got a slow motion. That's pretty much what they stole from Dead to Rights. I mean, Max Payne, sorry. You do slow motion, you're sending your dog to disarm guys, you're doing disarm moves. Once you get the controls down, it flows so well, man, and there's unique boss battles in this. I'll just let you know about one. You're fighting a boxer in a gas chamber in a prison, and he's got the gas mask on, and you gotta punch it off his face to put it on, and it's really unique boss battles in this game. Highly recommended, and it is complete as well. There was two other ones. There was one on the 360 that was pretty good, Retribution, but Dead to Rights 2, which also was on this generation of consoles, PS2, Xbox, was not that good. This one's excellent. I highly recommend it. You gotta trust me on it. Excellent. Well, it's good 2 games to have, and you can find these games. I hate to hurt our own business, but you can find these. You go to garage sales. You go a lot of places will sell these games cheap, so definitely look around. Well, it's $25 for that. And is there anything else? No, you spent enough. Yeah, it's understandable. All right. Well, we got this. We got that. Let me just real quickly, if you want to join up, just to a newsletter type thing. It's not like it's just we'll let you know through email that we got new games in and maybe any kind of deals we're doing. Is that something you'd be interested in? Excellent. All right, so let me just call this up real quick. All right, so all I need is your name. Okay. And an email address. 601 yahoo.com. All right. They come twice a month. Like I said, anytime there's an alert, like if they, go to our, we have a website. It's just starting, but we want to build it up. We want to move away from the Facebook page and everyone's site. So once it's up, we'll let you know in the email. You can go there, check what your favorite kind of games are, and then the newsletters will be based on what you like. So if we get a bunch of games that you want from a certain genre, that's how we can do it. And then, like I say, you want shooters, boom, boom, boom. The newsletter will be tailored to what you like and stuff, and the deals based on stuff you like, and then overall deals will also appear too. All right, well, thanks for that. And you can be paying by credit or cash. Credit. All right. Okay, so we got 25 on that. Just call up a little thing here. The games were 4, 3, 7, 32, 39. 9 with the tax. Alright, that'll be 68.28. Okay, thank you. These things are a pain. There we go. Alright, here you are. Get your receipt. Here you are, alright. Here's your Xbox and your games. Yeah, you can just grab one of the boxes there. Usually when we have big orders, we just tell the people to throw them in the big box. It's better in a bag, if you don't mind. Excellent. All right, well, yeah, we'll also be doing trades, and again, like we did at the last place, we'll do the trade-ins as well. We just haven't set that up in the computer yet, which I'll probably be getting back to, as long as no more customers come in. But customers are good, so. All right, yeah, well, you're welcome back anytime. It was good to meet you as well, or meet you again, because you were at the old place. That feels like ancient history now, though. All righty, let me... All right, got that first newsletter out to you. But yeah, absolutely, and enjoy your day, enjoy the games. You can't go wrong with this. If we get any NES stuff or Xbox, any more original Xbox stuff, I'll get you the email out to you. I can manipulate the newsletter as well before the site gets up. Just let you know we got anything good in, because it's just easier to know, and it's good to have a direct line. We try to have direct lines with everybody. All right, well, thank you, and have a good day. All right.